I was with Charlotte from here to when you see Charlotte, you saw me. When you saw them boys, you saw me because we were like two peas. We sit up and play games all day. I was just like one of the kids, you want to say it, because I had to grow up too. Because Charlotte had made me, allowed me to, I had to grow up. Because my dad, I come from a dysfunctional family. My dad was a total alcoholic. He ran after me with knives, but the whole point is, we all went through something.
Yeah.
See, sometimes we make excuses for our own action. And see, with that being said, when Rico came along, I was still trick-or-treating because
if you can just kind
Go
of
back.
think back just a little bit. I'm just saying, after the boys are a little older, she's not pregnant with Rhonda, but you don't really know it. But I'm saying in those times, like
it should have brought us closer.
I guess like a typical week, where she got off work a certain time and you're there when she get there, y'all having this grand boy time, y'all playing the game and all that. Or did she come home to the boys knocked out, you knocked on the couch, the house didn't work? Because what I'm asking is, we kind of make it appear like it was peaches and cream and then mama still kind of had a problem. It's some things that went on within that 12-month span.
I ain't get rid of coming till I went back and got Rhonda. When I found out that all that up to when Charlotte was pregnant with Rhonda, and she lied to me, and I knew she was pregnant.
How did you find out
I knew I couldn't.
I'm guessing, did you find out when she actually went to the hospital and said, "Oh, this"?
When I was at work, when I looked up, Charlotte mama came and took the air conditioner out my window, and Charlotte was in St. Louis having Rhonda. I put this on a stack of bounds. I'm hot coming from home from work, me dealing with her mama, and then dealing with Charlotte, and both of them tit for tat. And I had
the grandma.
Yes.
Okay.
But I didn't really come to a point where I became at ease when I went back and got my daughter. I went back to get Rhonda.
Okay. You went to St. Louis.
Yes. Because if not, Rhonda might have been still there.
So who told you?
I found out, I can't recall, my mind kind of not there, but all I just know that I knew something wasn't right.
My family had Rhonda. I got in contact with them when I moved to St. Louis, but I'm not.
But I can't, my mind just not quite there. I can't tell you how I found
I
out.
guess we're just trying to, because we want to kind of visualize it.
So you said you got in the car and drove to St. Louis by yourself? With family?
No, I went with, because I ain't never been to St. Louis for in my life. But when I got I seen a paper clip said, mother, bandit, daughter.
Whoa.
From St. Louis.
Okay, wait, pause. Hold on, Mama. So it's kind of like three different stories. You said when she had the baby,
right?
You found out because you woke up hot, and then you went to St. Louis. Or are you saying I found out once I got the paper? Because the paper only comes within a few.
All I just know when I found out that she went to St. Louis and had a baby that's mine.
Yeah.
That one I got furious.
So it was actually the local paper.
Yes.
So okay, come on, Mama.
Yes.
I saved up. When I got pregnant with Rhonda, I was so scared he was gonna leave me. And somebody cuss you out and just,
So I didn't cuss. You cuss.
What was your reasoning for leaving your daughter? I want to know.
She couldn't let her. She get there.
I want to hear it. Because it wasn't like I was abandoning her. It wasn't like I was putting her up under pressure. I had made sure Charlotte was never under no pressure. She had to do nothing but just be pretty and take care of my kids. And she know I'm telling the truth. Even when I come home, if I see her looking like she's tired, I'm going straight to work. I don't care how tired I am because I'm full of it.
I do the same thing.
That's how I am, Rico.
Yeah, Rico.
I am too.
But I just felt like this is a woman that I chose, and she comes to keep lying and lying and lying. And then I got to the point where I just didn't trust her. Then when you lose trust, then you got a problem.
Yeah.
That's when it became a major problem. Because see, I had to go through a lot just to get Rhonda back. We had to go through some steps.
What you do? Hold on, let's we go back to Mama.
Okay.
Up to the pregnancy. Like, how was the pregnancy with Rhonda? How was it when you actually got her?
No, thank you.
After, it scared me because I'm so timid and I don't like arguing. I don't like loud talking. If you cuss and loud talk and you don't listen, you lost me. Cause I ain't saying it. I'm lost. I don't like that because I got cussed out my whole time with my, so that's just me. I don't like that. So dealing with him, his sisters, and his brother.
You can't cuss.
I can't.
You saw that cuss. You're the cusser.
Right.
It don't matter right now.
All right, let her finish, let her
The
finish.
cussing, it don't matter.
Right, because I know that's not true.
I know he ain't a cusser.
I ain't never been.
But this is my part, so I just want to not get caught up on like, did you cuss, did you not
Right,
cuss, you
right,
got
right,
cuss,
right,
like that don't matter.
Right, right.
Go.
Right, that's not that important.
If I didn't feel like I had his whole family against me, and then you get self-conscious because he already saying it, and then I'm cussing them out because I'm like, you can't tell. And then the stuff that I'll cuss them out about is stuff that he would say or they would say about me. They had expectations of me that I wasn't gonna do because we weren't cut from the same cloth. So I'm cut from a cloth where y'all ain't finna put me down and then I'ma hear it. So when I got pregnant with Rhonda, and because of all that they said about me, I ain't gonna be this, and then he wouldn't tell them. I was saying, did you take up for me? He wouldn't take up for me. So it was kind of like a stigma. She gonna have a bunch of babies by you, and she gonna tie you down. And I wanted him to love me, because I wanted us to be a family, because I didn't come from a family that was love. My real mama and daddy. So when I got pregnant,
I remember you telling me, baby, we gonna start taking some trips, because we got to the point where we were taking trips and stuff. I said, Charlotte, first of all, I told Charlotte, Charlotte, I said, I love children. I always have, I love children to this day. I said, Charlotte, but we got to use common sense. If we trying to grow up ourselves, we don't need an extra responsibility that's gonna make it tired. I said, we got plenty of time. We still young.
you just.
But see, what it is, Charlotte ain't telling everything. I'm telling you for my
I'm
wife.
trying to.
Let me finish. I ain't gonna say no more tonight. Something Charlotte not telling that deep down, there's some scar that she dealing with that she ain't telling because she can't keep saying that was the reason why she left the old baby.
You won't let me say it.
Well,
You won't let me finish.
Okay, let you say it in a minute. Dealing with, cause my sister and them, cause my sister, they really, they supposed to highlight Charlotte, cause
They
they said she was.
hated me.
Well, I'm not saying I can't speak on that, because that's your say. That's something I can't speak on how nobody feels.
They love you to death. I talk to them.
No.
Sure
They
do.
hated me.
Charlotte just did
And
whatever
I stopped
Charlotte was
fooling with them
going
because
through.
Neither might be funny, but Darlene.
all of them, y'all wasn't there. Y'all can't say. Y'all little. Y'all can't say.
Neither always been. Sure, you can't say about neither. You and neither bump head, cause me and that.
You emotional, your feelings get hurt easy.
And your
They
feelings
can
easy
say
to get
something
hurt.
that
You know what you
hurts
told me?
your feelings and
You know you tell me all the
When I
time. You
don't
show.
fool.
Charlotte had a big issue between my sister because she felt like I love them much as I love her.
Yeah, I know how that can be. I'm
That was
in.
not about love.
I know how that can be.
Cause Charlotte didn't want me to show them. If I do anything away from my sister, Charlotte feel like she get jealous.
Yeah.
Charlotte get jealous to this day. Charlotte, when she wants something, Charlotte want it all to herself. And where she get that from, I don't know. If I love you and love you, why can't still love you and we can all still be a happy family? That's not Charlotte.
So, and when you get through,
Okay.
that's what you think, Charlotte. I'll tell you, Charlotte is. Charlotte don't like to be ridiculed if it's not true by nobody. They will be mad because they want me to fix the hair for free. They wanted me to be, they talked about every couple. As soon as one couple was gone, they talked about the next one. As soon as this couple was gone, they talked about the next one. So the whole, all of them, I met your friends. And to me, I always said, y'all was a country group of people that were just stupid, and I was from this side. Cause whatever y'all did in y'all side, y'all didn't know nothing about what was for real. Y'all had a little circle. Y'all all look friendly, different from y'all. So me being me, and getting back to Rhonda, I felt so intimidated after Rico, and then, you take the boys around, y'all play basketball, do fun things, until they got to the point where, they would say different shit, then I would get into it with them. I'd be cussing them out, and they'd be cussing me out. And when it got to a point where they started talking about my children, I started fucking with them. So when I got pregnant with Rhonda, well, my truth is, when I got pregnant with Rhonda, I was scared that your sister was so against me, and you remember you dealt with a perfect person that wanna be loved, cause she didn't get it. She didn't get it from, I didn't have no support
Yeah,
system.
I want to
So-
so understand this self-esteem issues involved. So she might be hurt about something they saying.
Right.
And it alter her,
Her move.
her moves and her decisions and her choices
Right.
of what she made.
It could be distracting to the mind. So, I mean, I know, I'm not saying, I do know my sister now, but should I say my sister? I didn't say Darlene, because neither was really like her. Neither wasn't even around. Really, neither one. And Chuck was too busy being whorish.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nobody but Darlene.
It was all of them. Chuck wanted to know from me what kind of credit did I have? Why did he want to be with her and said it in my own house?
I mean, no, that kind of stuff is normal human being
That's
stuff.
not, no, I would never
I
ask.
think that's normal.
You think I would ask Rick, you think, Rick, what kind of, Rhonda, kind of credit he got?
I'm trying to, I
When you
wouldn't
date
date
somebody,
because you ain't
when
never
you
had a
date
job. You
somebody,
get a job till you were 30.
What type of, they might want, I might be dating a young lady.
Yeah, it's
What type of man is he? Oh, girl, he working so and so.
But his brother would put him down.
Oh,
And it was like
That's
he kissed,
normal.
it was like he
We
kissed up.
humans, man.
It was like he kissed up to his brothers and his sisters. And I'm like, why you kiss? You ain't got this kind of job. Randy, you so dumb. Randy, this. Randy.
Mama, can I say something? Look at it like this, Monte. Look at the bright side of things. These my brothers and sisters in this room. I'ma look out for them regardless. Whoever they date,
Right.
whoever they
Ain't
with,
gonna change nothing.
friends, new friends, I'ma do that.
You a man?
Yeah, stuff like that gonna happen.
I didn't have a man.
That's his sisters looking out for him or
I didn't
whatever.
have sisters and a
I did the
man.
same thing.
I understand that,
Sister
Mom.
Kim.
Yeah, we all.
I didn't have
You know,
that.
just ask you, man, but you know about, how you know,
I didn't
what
have a brother.
Yeah.
What? I didn't have a
The point
brother
I'm
step.
Just general
The
question,
point I'm
like you
making-
ask your sister whatever about a nigga you dating, pretty much.
Yeah, you might get
Yeah, that's a general question.
And there's something
I might not
be
like
asked.
who you date. I might not like who you date.
Right.
I might love Rick. It be
Right,
anything.
exactly.
We brothers and sisters. We look out for each other.
Exactly.
I think
Okay.
that was a sign of them almost like a natural
Exactly.
instinct. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's my brother.
And then at the end of the day, they still women too. If mama was that fine and all that, and
Yeah, you was a
even,
leader.
you know,
They were jealous. They were jealous.
What? Yeah, you could
Because
yeah,
That's why I said Charlotte had a shape that you got wrong.
you're a beautiful woman.
So what?
That is women in general,
It's still
That's
beautiful.
women's
But I mean,
stuff.
before her
Yeah,
weight
you got-
was done, Charlotte had a little weight until she got 41, 42. It might be a little older. I gotta give her credit. Charlotte always been kind of
Yeah.
pretty tight when it come to her figure.
Yeah.
And Charlotte, matter of fact, she didn't even have to even stop eating if just in her jeans.
That's not important to me how my figure was.
Okay,
I mean, I was just thinking that.
Continue what you was
Yeah, I'm
Y'all as
brothers.
Y'all as brothers can talk about what y'all would do, cause y'all love y'all sisters and ain't nobody finna do nothing to them and y'all know it.
Right.
I didn't have that.
Cause you didn't have no brothers.
seeing her brother and sister, whatever, I see you or not, are you?
So that mean I fought my own stuff, whether it was twisted wrong, I called myself standing up for myself. Cause it was like me against y'all. I didn't have no brother to say, look, let me check you. That's my
Yeah, a
sister.
lot of people don't have a mother like Miss Wood where you had an arm and
Now
check
you
with her.
jump. No, I didn't.
I mean, keeping the real.
I didn't have a relationship with her.
But y'all really did. But y'all
I
was just too
didn't have a
much. It was just too much
relationship with
alike.
They didn't have a.
I never had a relationship with her.
mother.
No, I meant that because they
I don't have- well,
they
don't
used to
say
bump
it.
heads a lot.
I didn't, that's cause I didn't have
Well,
her.
first of all, Miss Wood didn't even raise you.
What the hell, why do you keep saying I had a
But I mean, I'm not saying because I know she stayed at my house every day. Y'all had some kind of relationship.
Trying to talk about
I
my
need-
baby.
I need to get to the point. I said, Shana, do your mother have to come over here every day, 3-4 times a day? I ain't even married yet. Then when that time we was still getting.
Can I talk about Rhonda?
Yeah.
This ain't about my mama.
Yeah, come on.
I'm telling y'all, I didn't have a relationship with my
Yeah,
mama.
we wanna.
I'm telling y'all, I didn't have.
We still at Rhonda.
I ain't said shit.
Okay,
about
that's
how I
what,
love
that's
Wanda.
what, Mama, go ahead, that's what, go ahead.
He keep talking about what I
Yeah, my
have with my
bad.
mama, and he don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have it. So you can't make me say I had it. I ain't have it with him. I didn't have it with her. He touched me. She wouldn't have understood. The person I could tell was my grandma. She was dead. So when I got pregnant with Rhonda, and you told me with Rico, you didn't want no babies by me, and you said you didn't even sure if you gonna be with me. That's what you said. You had left and you went to Atlanta. You had a girlfriend. You left me.
I had a
To
girlfriend?
Atlanta.
You said I had a girlfriend?
Rico.
So all this stuff must be in your head.
You told me.
We you talking about? We not went to Atlanta because we were talking about. Man, you know what? I said, "Oh man, maybe I said we have more opportunity now." I said, "So you know what? I can go there and get a job." You said, "You think so?" I said, "Yeah, I can give me a month." And I got 2 jobs.
All I
And
knew
then
was-
Charlotte found out that I was staying with my cousin Rico, and she found that we had a blast party, and I looked up. Charlotte came down to Atlanta and get me.
What?
The last part. What's that?
So many words. Rico had a lot of girls hanging around.
It was an orgy party.
Randy was dating a woman in Georgia.
I was not. I want to work, man. I just got there a month, and I'm working 2 jobs. Where you gonna get the time?
You didn't send
And
me
then I ain't
money
got a
home.
car.
If you had money and you was working, you didn't send none to me. So, good thing I knew how
I
to
didn't
do
see no
that.
money. Come on, Charlotte. Time I came back, I gave you money. Then I brought you a herringbone cost $500 back then.
That you told me you got from the woman.
I bought it, right. But I still, right, I did. One of the women that Rico knew, and she put the ticket, I got the ticket from her.
You said that was you. You said.
Well, anyway, that's a bunch of sort of.
So then, he was going with a woman. So, you
I'm
know,
not-
so I'm trying to, if he would just let me,
Okay.
y'all keep me. He said he gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay.
Let me get to Rhonda. So that's intimidating. When your husband leave you, you got 2 children. He said he ain't sure if you even want to be with me. You taking me fast. I don't even know if I want to be with you. The sister I'm saying, she just gone. So all this is in my head, and I wanted to be married. I didn't want her to be in Atlanta. I want to have Rhonda. So when I got pregnant with Rhonda, and the backlash from the family, that's all I could think about, was what they gonna say about me. He was gonna leave me. By this time, I'm thinking I'm so in love. That's the part that pisses me off, because I was deprived, and I don't know why I felt that way, and why I was so intimidated. That was a part of my nature, to be intimidated. Most women nowadays will say, didn't it? But I didn't. I just wanted him to love me. And that's bad when you want somebody to love you so bad, you just think of everybody, that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. When I got pregnant with you, Rhonda, I was scared he was gonna leave me. So I thought I was gonna go and have an abortion. But I was scared. I went up there on Peabody and I left. I was scared. So by me being scared, my mind, my cunning mind, my lying mind, my trifling mind, my hidingness mind, my secretive mind, my underestimating somebody else's, you might know. Randy and Rico saw me pregnant. They were little. They said, Mama, you got a baby in your stomach. No, baby, no. So I ain't saved up like I called Texas. I called St. Louis, and I called Arkansas by myself. Nobody told me, because I figured, I said, I gotta have an abortion. I got to. He gonna kill me if I get pregnant again. He gonna leave me. His sister them gonna talk about me like a dog, because I done lied and this and the other, and they constantly saying, and they didn't like me. Dolly and Nita Chubb, that's not true. His dad didn't like me. Dad ended up liking me at the end. But, so I think I had got up like $1,000 and some, Rhonda. And the far along you were away, the more it cost. And I was so scared.
And so my mind said, you was gonna go to one of them places and you was gonna have an abortion. So I called my cousin Ronnie, cause he was doing real good business wise, and it cost $1,200. So I was saving my hair fixing money so I could get away. And so me and the sister and them had such, we was on such bad terms. What I told him was, I'm leaving you. Cause I knew if I went to St. Louis, I could go. And I was like, in my mind said, you go up there and you had an abortion, and ain't nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know. But you gonna go back home. I didn't care about Charlene saying, yeah, you is pregnant. I didn't care about Zelda saying, yes, you are pregnant. Tell the truth. Is that boy beating you? Are you scared? I said, no, he ain't beating me. Everybody at Joyce saying said, when you was pregnant, you were wearing them belts and a shirt on top. In my mind, you couldn't tell, because that's what I made myself believe. So I went to St. Louis. I had $1,000 and some. Ronnie told me to call him back. He was busy, he was working, he was making a lot of money then, because I was going to ask Ronnie for the money, because I had $1,000 and some, and I knew I was working with time. And when I got up there, I got scared. And so I left to go to Georgia. Well, I mean St. Louis, because they did abortions when you was like 5, all the way up to 5 months. Back then.
But at this, I got a question. So at this time, were you already full term?
No, I was 5. When I went there, I was 5 months.
Okay.
So I had like 3. I was 5 months and something.
Mm-hmm.
You can't abort a baby at 6 months. Can't abort a baby. I didn't know all about how that went. But when I got there, I got scared. So that means I had let the time run out to have the abortion. So that's when the cunning met.
Hold on, Ronnie took you to St. Louis.
I called Ronnie and asked him for some money, because I knew it was going to cost.
Did you tell him what the money? Well, that doesn't really
I
matter.
didn't tell him what the
Okay.
money
He
was.
gave you the money.
No, I saved up $1,000.
He never called you back.
I talked to him, and he said, get back with him. And so by me, I ain't told him what I needed it for, but by me knowing I was running out of time, I never went to a doctor. I never got prenatal vitamins because I didn't plan on having a baby. I went to the doctor with them.
So you went at 5 months, you drove there. Where were these?
I went with Joyce because they were going, I was gonna catch a bus, but they were going to Six Flags. So I didn't.
Where were they at?
Joyce and Brenda and Toya and Tweet. You know, no, Ren, they were.
I didn't know you were gone.
I know you didn't, Red. I'm finna tell Rhonda why, if you let me. So, my getaway plan was, I ain't gotta catch the bus. I can go on up there, mix in, and go on Six Flags, and tell them that this is the cunning, and this is just the line as you go. No program or nothing. I was just lying as I went. And still saying, mentally, I ain't pregnant.
I got some questions logistically. You went to St. Louis in 5 months. You said you got there and you got scared. And this is when you went with Joyce?
No, I went with Joyce, and before that was my way of getting there. Instead of spending money on the bus.
When you went the first time, how did you get there?
Joyce.
The first time you went, that's when you copped it. You decided you chickened out, basically.
Right, and I never came back to Memphis.
You just stayed, but you had these with that. Who had your children?
Dad, Randy didn't have them children. They were with me.
So they were in St. Louis with you?
I took them with me, cause we all went to Six Flags.
How old are you, Randy? I mean, what year were you born?
I had 83.
23 and 45.
Because they wasn't in school.
So he was in 4 years old. He wasn't in school yet.
They weren't in school. They weren't in school, and they weren't with Randy. Randy, what I did was, when I got ready to go, I wrote a note, and I said, I'm leaving, which was what I thought was my perfect, I'm leaving you. And that was escape for me.
Yeah.
Because of your sister don't like me, that's what the letter was about. I'm tired of your sister, them don't like me, blah. I'm leaving. So I went to St. Louis with Joyce, and I took them to Six Flags too. And I had on a belt and a hot shirt and another shirt. That was my way of hiding it.
George said they already knew it.
I
you
knew
was
came
But
back.
in my mind,
She
you
had
know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
stomach. I said, "Sir, what happened to your stomach?" I said, "What you done?"
He wasn't
She
even.
lied to me.
He wasn't even there when I left.
I wasn't there, but when you
Okay,
came back home,
okay, so
y'all
you're there,
sleeping.
you're at Six Flags with them, you're pregnant, okay.
I was pregnant when I went. I knew I was pregnant. I was intimidated about what he was gonna say, and I was intimidated about what his family was gonna think of me. That's the part of me where I should have been strong enough to say, I don't care what they're gonna think, but I felt like I ain't have no backbone. I felt like I had my kids, and I had, if he said don't have no more babies, cause I ain't sure if I don't wanna be with you, that intimidated me, and I thought I was in love. I was in love, I realized I was in love by myself. Brenda always had a whole lot of men who come to our house all the time. And I would always say, why your friends always come over here? That has nothing to do with you. But that's when the marriage, you know, that's when our marriage wasn't solid. So when I went to St. Louis and I was pregnant with you, and I knew it, but I thought I could hide it. So the part of me, the sick part of me, because nobody in their right mind can even think that. I didn't know I was sick. I didn't know what to call it. Nobody ain't giving it a name. Nobody in our family knew nothing about it because everybody was old. So when I went and time went on, Red and Rico saw me pregnant. Mama, your stomach big. You having a baby? No, they were young. So as time went on, I didn't go to a doctor, and somebody told me Mama was coming up there because they knew I was pregnant, and I wouldn't come to the phone. I would leave because I was even scared for her to know. It was like I was running off. I didn't want nobody to know it. And in my sick mind, I thought, I can get away. I can have the baby, and then I can get away, and then I could go back home, and then
You didn't show any pregnancy symptoms, Mom, being pregnant?
Hell yeah, I was pregnant.
No, I'm just saying, like, was you like tired all the time? Did you throw up? Like, was you showing those type of things?
I don't remember. I remember having sickness with him, but I don't remember having sickness with Rhonda. And so I always hear that Rhonda, it wasn't a day went by that somebody didn't say, you pregnant.
Ma, did you know
And
Rhonda
I
was a
said,
girl at the time when she was?
I didn't go get no prenatal care because I called myself gonna get an abortion, and I thought it was gonna be a secret. And in my mind, I thought I was just gonna go home, and it would go all be over where nobody gonna know. That's how sick the mind is. So I didn't even know how far along I was. I didn't even know because after it was too late. And then from being scared of had abortion, once it was too late, my mind said, okay, you can't go home with no baby. You done lied. You done lied to everybody. I'm ashamed, but I thought I had it hid. That's the part that's so stupid. How can you think you hid a whole baby when everybody around you, even my grandma told me, you pregnant? Yes, you is. When he started calling, she would say, Gal, this boy on the phone, talk to this boy. He calling.
Mom, let me ask you a question. So, during your 5 months of being pregnant up to 9, were you still out of town, or did you ever come back home?
I came back home after I left Rhonda in that hospital.
No. Well, okay. So the question is, you stayed where you were until you actually had the baby. So it's
Until I
5
had
months to 9 months. You're in St. Louis. Do those people in St. Louis know you was pregnant?
Yeah, they kept, yes, they did. They kept saying.
So you were in St. Louis for 4 months with
No.
these two with no income?
No,
I was in St. Louis with them two.
for
And
2
the
days.
body-
For 2
I
days.
stayed in St. Louis, Rhonda, until I gave birth to you. When I gave birth to you,
But I'm just saying, how were you able to pay for them? How nobody got suspicious?
because I didn't have the abortion, I had the cash.
Oh.
You know, I
you
had
had
cash.
that
Things
down.
what 1,000 plus. And so I didn't even know how far along I was with money. But what I would do was
Another thing is, Mama didn't probably even know how many months she was.
I didn't know how many months I was scared.
You see what I'm saying? She probably don't.
I didn't
But the doctors had to tell her she was too far along, so you had an idea.
I never did go to the doctor. When I got there, I chickened out. And so I didn't know how many months I was.
Oh.
So I just tried to, go
Yeah,
up there,
yeah.
and I told him I done left you because you and your family. That was my note to him. I left on the bed. I hate you and your family. That was my getaway
So he's thinking
excuse.
you leave him, thinking you probably in the town.
Because I stayed into it with his family.
Yeah.
So as far as what he's saying about friends, I stayed into it with them. They talk about. I didn't care about them talking about me because I felt like I was better than them anyway.
So you were there
So-
now. You don't know how many months you are. Fast forward, you're staying with different
Charlene,
family members.
Charlene.
Charlene. You're staying with her. You have the boys. They're fine. You have the money to feed them. They not asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, they was saying.
They were told Charlotte she need to go home. They would made her left. Charlotte didn't want to come back home.
Okay.
Charlotte, she been, like she said, she left me for no reason, for as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Charlotte didn't really want to be married. Cause she left. And then and she would call, we would talk. And then I kept him in the background and telling her, you need to go back home with them babies and woo woo woo. And they got sick of Charlotte.
Nobody got sick of me, and he didn't talk to nobody, and wasn't no whoop whoop whoop, and it wasn't
Well, nobody
that,
tell you to go
and it
home to
wasn't,
your husband?
nobody could tell me to go home to rent, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. All I knew
I
was,
think
Well, did you? I guess were they making it uncomfortable, or were they inviting? Like, oh, you can stay, or was it more like what?
What happened was,
But Charlene
I
had
was
something
trying to-
comfortable.
Charlotte
I
told
was
me,
trying to-
place
that's
you
what Charlotte
wanna
said.
be.
She said they ain't got.
It ain't even a place you want to be.
Exactly.
So,
that's how desperate I was to get away.
I know it had to be something.
I was desperate to
I
get
know that
away.
ain't no place. you
Because
wanna
I
be.
didn't want to hear all the stuff they had talked about me and said with Rico. It was so hurtful, and then it was intimidating to me.
Cause she said they were talking
And
about the babies.
why somebody would make me scared, now I know. Because all the things that I was gonna say up here, insecure, needy, wanted to be loved, wanted to be accepted from him, not them. Cause I ain't like them. I figured out I ain't like.
Are you telling me actually?
I'm talking to them.
I know, but I'm asking now. I'm talking to you.
Can I finish telling Rhonda?
I would like to.
Thank you. So I went to St. Louis and I had money.
he wasn't with me, and so I would buy their food. Because the family up there just off the chain. There's no way I could feed them. Cook. I bought their food every day and I cooked for them. And as time went on, I was getting bigger. And Zetta would say, the crazy part about it, I knew I was bigger, but the line I just couldn't say yeah. I was still lying, big, saying, no, I'm not. So it got to the point Zetta stopped asking me, are you pregnant? She said,
When you have
what that boy do to you? She didn't ask me when I was here because I didn't know. She didn't know. She said, what that boy do? I said, everybody thought he was doing something to me, like beating me. How can you be so scared of a person if he ain't put your hands on me? But it was mental abuse. And it was even back then it could have been something about me, because I just can't see a normal person just saying, I'm scared. When people ask me, what happened? Why did you hide that baby? And then when I say, I was scared. Well, when I say I'm scared, I was scared of I might lose him. The family already didn't like me. I thought it was going to be like them against me, because he already listened to everything they said. And so I thought, in this point, I actually thought as I went. I didn't even I thought after I knew I was too far gone, because you tell when your stomach big, and after it was getting harder, and they would always, Randy and Rico saw me naked all the time, well, as far as my stomach, and they kept on saying, Mama, you gonna have a baby, but they wasn't playing. So my grandmama up there, she ain't nothing nice, it ain't like she a good grandmama. She said, you need to take your black ass to Memphis, and you can't live in my project, you can't live with me. So I'm still trying to live that now. I'm taking all of that, talking about the children, the ugly ass children, but I'm still, that's the kind of mama my mama got. So I still tried to stay on, even though they didn't want me there. People come over, she talked about me in front of old people and stuff, but I still wasn't gonna make. No, he lied about that.
He lying
But
about
see,
that.
but this
I
what-
did.
this happened
Let me
twice.
talk to
Let her
Rhonda.
finish then.
Let me. What do you mean it happened twice?
What up?
It had to happen more than twice, probably.
We might, but
Cause
I
I got questions.
Tell
know
me.
twice that I know about. That I know about.
What is
Tell me what you
Because
know
after
twice.
Rhonda did, who come along next? Kim.
Kim.
So if you see it, if you that frightened, you don't want to keep putting yourself through the same caboose.
And
If you really
that's,
scared,
and that's where.
now I'll
That's
leave it
where.
at that.
And that's where, Dom. That's where.
You ain't dumb, Charles.
She telling you what she,
Okay.
just take, hear it out.
That's where I felt dumb. That's when I felt stupid. That's when one lie covered another lie. That's when, oh my God, if I got pregnant with Rhonda and I finally went through court to get her back, then oh my God, what am I gonna say? Because we had sex right away.
Mom, let me ask you this. When I'm gonna get to the part where, okay, the 9 months, you the water break, boom, started the water break.
I went into labor one night, and at Charlene house, you know, you kind of just sleep on the floor. Whoever gets somewhere to lay, that's who lay on the couch. So I was sleep on the floor beside my Aunt Zetta, and I was hurting. And I got up and I started walking, and it was late, and it was real late. And I knew I was in labor, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So I had on a long moo-moo. And I just left Charlene Project, and we had a cousin that lived in some more projects up the street. So it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. It was real early, but the sun was out. And I didn't have no plan to go over there. I was walking over there because I was hurting. I would go over there and sit with her sometime. So when I was on my way over there, my water broke. And it was just like, just hit. My water never broke with none of my pregnancies. But I was walking and I was hurting so bad and my water broke. And it was a guy and a girl sitting in the car like they was, kissing or whatever. And so I knocked at their window because I was scared. And, they looked at me, like, probably thought I was a drug addict or something, because that's what kind of neighborhood was. So when they saw me walking funny, I don't know what, but it made them say, ma'am, you want to go to the hospital? And I said, yeah. I didn't know down to St. Elizabeth, the hospital I went to. I ain't playing nothing about St. Elizabeth, none. So when they got me to the hospital, I went on in by myself. So I sat down. Everything went like this. When I sat down, I was hurting so bad, I couldn't even give them my information. And so they went on and took me to the back, and they checked me. And when they put me up on them, checked me, I had my clothes on. They just took my bottoms off. And when the man turned around and put some gloves on, Rhonda, when he turned back around, you had came out. He said, oh my God, you actually came out in this man's hand. So by all that being, they didn't know my name. They didn't know nothing. They had to just go head on and deliver.
So you had the baby run in the car?
No, she didn't make the hospital.
I went in labor. The water broke. And the car when I knocked at, they was kind of like, because, a lot of drug addicts over there, so they just kind of looked at me like, and so I guess they saw me dripping and walking away. I probably was in tears by then, or frank. So they said, ma'am, come on, I'll take you to the hospital. So when I got to the hospital, I didn't fill out. When they give you paper sign, I couldn't fill out nothing. I was hurting so bad. And so I was hurting so bad, and I said, ma'am, I can't feel it out. So they took me to the back, the first triage. When I went to the first triage, that's when the man, he said, you having contractions? I said, yeah. And I remember, they ain't know my name, nothing. So he got his gloves on, and the man turned around, and he said, oh my God, you came right out in his hand. And so they went on, took, I done had the baby now, so whatever they do, take whatever out and put you in a room. When I got in that room and I was laying there and I said, they come around, get your name. Well, when they first got it, when I got in the room, that means I had to figure out what to do from that moment. That's insane. It's not the thought of a well person. It's really not. And if somebody knew about what was wrong with me, if there was a name or our family would have been intelligent enough to say something is wrong. We need, this girl needs some kind of extra help. you know, can't just pray this off. I'm pretty sure they just looked at me like, you know, that's, you know, like, not acting out. They probably just looked at me like, you know, that
Something wrong
I
with you.
felt like, you know, they was like, that girl is crazy.
Uh-huh,
Cause
something
my
wrong.
own mama said, ain't nothing wrong with that girl. Ain't nothing wrong with her. So, you know, you can't go around. I got 3 children now. And Rhonda was still there. What I did was, they had me in a room right across, they had me in the nurse's station was right across from my room. And the room had glass in the door. It was one of them doors where it was wide open glass where they could see me. And I laid there and my mind was thinking, how you gonna get away?
How you gonna get it out of here?
How you gonna get away? You can't go home to him with a baby.
Right.
And you done said you ain't pregnant the whole time.
Right.
Now what you gonna do?
Right.
It wasn't even logical.
Right. I know, Mom.
Cause it was gonna come out, but in my mind, I was just thinking as I
No,
went.
forget that.
So I was, okay, so by me being right in the window, and when the person came in to do the information,
Yeah.
say your
It was
name,
already gone.
they brought it to the room. I said, my name is Denise Woods. Gave me first name, that's my maiden name. My middle name is Denise.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I put on there, but I told them my name was Denise Woods. And so I said, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get away. And I really thought I was gonna run away.
Right.
And I didn't even think it all the way through. All I know was, you got to get away, because you done told everybody. So that's why I call myself a liar. And that's why I call myself conniving. That's why I call myself stupid. All the words I call myself, it's not another word that you can know. You know that. Every word you can be called, because that's what I was, and I understand. And I'm gonna tell you something else about you. When I left, I went home to Charlene house. I had ran the Rico bags pretty much packed with a lock on them because my family stole a lot. So I had,
Hold on, can I ask one question, Mom? So I remember you saying if she was born, you was right across from the nursing station. You said, you keep saying, you tell yourself to get away, but you're not saying what happened. Like, then you use an adjective about yourself and then you start elaborating on this. So,
okay,
so what happened when your mind said, I gotta get away? Cause in my mind, I'm thinking, did you literally get away like a thief in the night? Did you get discharged after 2 days?
pretty much like a thief in the night. All I knew was I had to get back to Memphis and start the life on. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, it was like gonna start on from Rico. And I wasn't pregnant because I told him and everybody that I knew to ask me. No,
So,
I'm
okay,
not pregnant.
so at that point, you said like a thief in the night. So did you literally go in the nursing station and look for the child?
Oh, no. I called my Uncle Gliss.
See, we need to know these things.
I'm trying to, y'all won't let me get to it. Cause I'm telling you that the nurse, this is how sneaky I am. The nurse's station with the glass was right across from where I'm at.
Okay.
So I'm laying up there saying, damn, they got me in front of the nurse's station. So by that time, my mind is conniving like, how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here? It wasn't even about Rhonda, bless your heart. It wasn't even, I hadn't even thought that far to you. All I knew was I want to get home to where I thought I left off at, prove his sister was alive, my mama, anybody who said it, because I said, no, I ain't pregnant. And in my mind, you can just, I don't know how to explain to you how you could tell yourself something and you could really act on it, even though you know it ain't true, but if you act on it long enough, you going to figure out where the truth come out, push it back. Just push it back.
Can I ask a question?
So wait, no, not right now. I'm talking to Rhonda about her birth. So I called my Uncle Gliss and I said, Uncle Gliss, I said, can you buy me a bus ticket home? I was in the hospital. And he said, and Uncle Gliss real stingy. He said, where are you at? And I told him I was in the hospital. He was old. He Charlene brother. He didn't know the difference whether it was maternity ward or anything like that, I guess. So he brought the money up there. So when he brought the money, I called to see what time a bus was gonna leave coming back to Memphis. So by me being in the nurse's station, I put my clothes on
under the hospital gown. Cause my mind said, you gotta get out of here. They gonna find out. You gotta get out and you got to get away. Okay, so that means that it was something in the paper. Well, I said Denise Woods. So I left that same day I gave birth to you. And the way I left was, Rhonda, I walked so far down the river and I was so scared. And this how your mind, this how the cunning and the craftiness come in. Being cunning and crafty, and you learn to sneak and you learn to hide. All these things, tricks that you pick up, they're in you. And that you living with all that, because it's what you've done to try to get everything back, and it would never get back because that happened. I got busted, and I don't know what would have happened if I didn't get busted. I thank God I did, but it scared me to death. Okay, so I walked. So it was railroad tracks from where the hospital was.
Was it a back way?
I walked the railroad tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared to get on the street because in my mind it was like a getaway.
So you literally had a child and put your clothes on and left that same day? Not the next morning?
No ma'am, I was scared. All I knew was I had to hurry up and get home because he
Before they
called.
found out you were gone.
My mama came up there because they was like, now I know she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know what, and everybody wants to know what that Randy did to me. And he ain't done nothing to me but scared verbally. You know what I'm saying? Verbal and mental abuse. He ain't touch me. But verbal, sometimes somebody can just talk to you, just make you self-conscious and just like I shouldn't have let that do it, but it did. It did. No, Randy be talking to Rhonda.
Hold on. You gotta hold on. I think we should open it up for
A
him.
little bit. I mean, cause
It's everybody.
I just want to ask you, is it possible that if you be honest for once?
So you saying I'm not being honest?
I'm saying no. I said at least you. I'm assuming you are. But
Well,
I'm
then
just.
what do you mean
Well,
I'm
let me
really honest for
rephrase
once?
it. Well, since I see that since you are being honest, this is an opportunity for you to be honest some more. Did you have a
You won't
relationship?
let me talk.
Well, I mean, but you've been talking for
You've
30
been
minutes.
talking 30 minutes.
Come on, Shaw.
Don't
I'm
give me
talking
no
to.
feelings.
This was not a
Don't get
flat open.
emotional. No, he's asking you a question.
I was gonna ask you, did you have a relationship?
Don't
with
shut
another-
down. He asking you a
Did
question.
you have a relationship with another man that maybe been unknown that you made you uncertain?
Randy, I have never
I'm asking.
in my. You asked me right, so don't say that again.
I
Randy,
got
He can say what he want. He asked you a question.
Exactly.
Answer it.
No, you're not gonna do that,
Man,
Randy.
chill out, man.
You're not gonna do that.
Okay, but okay.
You're not gonna do that.
You can take your ass about it. You gonna do that shit for real.
We ain't finna go there either.
Alright,
We ain't
then.
going there.
Okay, then.
But I'm trying to mediate this
But
situation.
don't take
I didn't mean to
Wait,
get
You
loud.
ain't no
Wait,
I didn't mean to get loud. Okay.
Okay, let me just
But
say
you ain't
this.
gonna jump down my throat either. You ain't gotta do
I'm gonna
that.
jump down your throat if you keep
No,
doing
you
that shit.
don't.
Yes,
I didn't do that.
Yes, I am.
No,
Rico,
Yes, I am.
No.
Because
Nah, I'm no. He wanna fight.
no,
I'm
be
gonna
quiet. We
Sit
just
your
we
ass
asking-
down.
We asking
Yeah,
you.
bro. I'm not finna get up. I'm not finna fight and
It's
battle
not-
with you.
I
Because
apologize,
I'm
I asked
talking.
wrong, but I shouldn't
I'm
have.
I'm finna
talking.
wrestle with this
But
nigga.
you know what?
ask
The
what
only
you
thing,
want.
hold on, mama. The only thing
I
I
apologize for
let
getting
me
loud.
just say this. This is what you're doing, Randy. You don't know this. When they going back and forth and dad jump her, cut her off, and she's trying to express herself, what you kind of do, you don't notice. You're kind of like, what answer then?
Yeah.
And you can't add that extra.
I'm just
Take the
mediating.
edge. You're not doing a good
mediating.
job.
Okay, I
Take the
apologize.
edge.
I apologize.
Take the edge.
But I don't need to be threatened because I made a mistake. Okay, we good. We good.
I just know I ain't
We
never
good.
been no person
We
to
good.
make her what she said.
I got you.
I mean, I know I'm Charles Williams' son, but I ain't never knew that I make you feel so uncomfortable where you can't talk to me about it. Man, you had a good relationship.
But then you couldn't have had a good relationship. Look at this. Y'all couldn't have.
I see, but really at one time we did.
I believe that, but looking at this mess, it was evident that
Right.
y'all didn't. I mean, it may have been at certain times.
Exactly.
But with 6 children and everything that's happened, y'all clearly didn't have
Oh,
a
I
good
agree with
relationship.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
But it didn't start off like this.
Okay. I believe
No,
it.
you
I want to
didn't.
hear all about it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so by that time, I'm feeling like, I done told a lie. Now everybody gonna find out.
So you're in
I don't
Memphis
want to
now.
look like the martyr.
You're back
So,
home now? Or on the bus?
I'm on the bus. But when I left the hospital, that's what I was thinking.
all the way I was walking, I had a baby Rhonda. It was hot. You was going off second. Imagine me bleeding and just gave birth to a baby. And I'm walking down. See, this just how your mind would take you. Whatever your brain say you can do it. I put the hospital gown on top of my clothes because I thought I was gonna get away. And my whole thing was to get away, get back to Memphis, and just pick it on up. We got 2 boys. He ain't gonna be mad at me about third child. They ain't gonna talk about me. You know, I'm trying, at that time, I'm trying to save face. So I walked for that far. I stopped in the store, I was eating ice. I got Charlie in the house. Uncle Gliss brought the money to the hospital. So I had the money to go. Their clothes stayed packed because my family was stuck, they stole. I went there, I put my clothes on, and I told Hornblow's brother, Dorothy's daddy, Hornblow white daddy. I didn't even know who I was gonna call. I called Box. I said, Box, can you take me to the Greyhound bus station? He said, yeah. I had him to drop. I grabbed them, the luggage, myself, and went straight on to the Greyhound bus station. When I got to the Greyhound bus station, my every intention was to come home and play like I never had a baby. I thought I had ran off from that, so it won't cause no problems in my marriage. I wanted to be loved. Randy had left me and went to Atlanta. Randy was bringing some girl named Sheila to the house, disrespecting me. He worked with her, but he was dating her. Randy had so many guy friends that would come to the house, and he would leave.
Hold on, you talking about you now in Memphis?
Yeah, when I'm back in
And this
Memphis.
after Rhonda?
This after Rhonda.
Okay.
After she was
And
born?
so,
Okay.
yeah, and so that's why.
But we jumped a little bit because as soon as you had me, I don't know.
Okay.
My understanding is that you said that Grandma Bessie's in St. Louis looking for you to try to find out what happened.
She didn't do it then.
Oh.
She before you were born, she came because they were saying that girl is pregnant. And you know what I was saying? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I told everybody who asked
So
me.
when you get home, you get settled, and you do what?
I done got home. In my mind, it's to get back the track. Okay, we were still at the house. Randy was curious as to why did you do that?
Why were you gone so many months?
Now he was like, why would you do that? Because when I first got there, he didn't know nothing about no baby. What happened was maybe a couple of weeks, somebody called the house and I answered, and they said, we're trying to get in touch with Denise Woods. And when they said that, it scared the shit out of me because it was like you had a cold. So when they said that, I said, you got the wrong number. They hung up.
Mm-hmm.
So Rhonda is at this point at the hospital. You was on a reroute shirt.
She don't know where because it's 2 weeks. She's
See,
been
at
home
this
in
point,
Memphis 2 weeks.
at this point, the hospital had picked Rhonda up. Because when you leave a baby abandoned, they call, I didn't know it then, but they call something like, it's a Catholic something.
Like a crisis.
Like, it's not a crisis,
It's
a
a child, like a
Catholic, it was
place
like
for
like
babies.
nuns, like a Catholic place that take care of a child and will take the child until they can put them in
A foster.
not foster, until somebody can keep
Right.
them. Cause see, remember they were looking for Denise Woods.
And
So,
this is a Catholic hospital.
Yeah.
St. Elizabeth.
Right,
So they have different-
right.
They have different.
and so it was like a Catholic part of it that took care of children that didn't have they didn't know who the parent was. So they said something. Zetta said, I didn't know, but Zetta said it was in the paper. Cause Zetta was the one told it on me. She said in the paper, she said, okay, Zetta knew I was pregnant. First of all, she ain't Charlie, I don't care what you say. And when I kept saying, he don't hit me, he don't fight me. I couldn't even tell him why, but I was scared. And his family didn't like me. That's what I would say, not him. I said I was scared that he was gonna leave me and that his family didn't like me, and I felt like he listened to them. So when I got to Charlene's house and I went home and the people, about 2 weeks, I thought I had got away with it clean and smooth. I thought I was slick, and I felt like I really thought I could go home. I really thought I could just go home like nothing ever happened.
like nothing ever happened. So that means we had sex and I got pregnant with him.
Hold on, wait, let's back up. Because you
Okay.
kind of jumped.
Okay.
So you're at home. Now you said that 2 weeks later he got a phone. The people.
They were calling me. So some kind of way it was in I don't know if it was in the paper, the little local Madison paper, but it said black woman with auburn hair. I can't remember what Zeta said, but Zeta was the one that came up there to look at you. It said black woman, burgundy hair, gave birth to a baby, because Zeta remember the night I left walking. She didn't have no proof, but she that's smart enough to keep up with that. So Zeta went. She said, that sound like my niece. She lived in Memphis. She was pregnant. She had burgundy hair. And the baby was abandoned and left. She said, I think that's my niece. So that's when they gave Mama and them information. So that's when they was looking for me. So when they called Mama and them, it wasn't like, because Zeta was my auntie. So it wasn't like they had to look hard for me. So when they called and they said, if she don't come back up here, we're going to come and get her.
Like a lakeside situation.
Like a criminal situation.
Oh.
But God was good, and I never got on the register for none of that. God was he was good. And so, because I could have been on the register. I think they I'm not sure, but it could have been on the child abandonment register. I don't know if they had that up there, but I was blessed they did. So by them calling Mama and Daddy, when I had been to when I found out they knew, brother, when I found that Zeta had told everything and I knew what it was, I had been to church and I didn't want to go back home because they had said, Joyce had said, we going over your mama house. And I said, no, I told Joyce, Mama lived on Rhonda, my godmama lived up on Wilson in the home house. Because me and Red was staying in the White House. And so I was so scared, I went on Wilson Street, thanks, to the home house. And you know how they go to bed early. So my mom was back. See, that's the only mama I knew. She was in the back, in the bed. And I went in there and I said, Mama, because I would tell her, I said, Mama, I'm scared. And I didn't have to cross no more words. She said, Gal, she said, don't be scared. She just said, don't be frightened. She said, girl, she said, don't be ashamed. Go around there and find out what the people gonna say. And she said, Charlotte, it don't matter what nobody say about you. People talk about you today, talk about somebody else tomorrow. So when I went around there, and my daddy said, Granny, he said, the people said, if you don't come back, they're gonna come and get you. And I don't know if it was detective or children family service. I can't remember who it was gonna come get me. So I went back up there. And when I went back up there, I had to go to court.
Up to St. Louis.
He wasn't there. I had to go to Springfield, Illinois. That's the court.
Were y'all on good terms yet? Y'all were living together? Because you said when you came home, he was there.
When I came back home, Randy must have known that I had been pregnant, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk it through because I'm dead on saying, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Daddy, I remember Daddy saying he found once he saw it in the paper, he went up there. Did you see him once you got up there?
Your dad didn't come with me when I went.
I remember, if I can recall, I remember we went to St. Louis, but we didn't bring running back. But we had to go up there to do something.
Was it maybe court with Mama?
It
I
wasn't the
can't
first.
quite remember, but I do know I went to St. Louis with her. Because I knew they said that if she didn't do something, then she gonna be in a little trouble, something to that nature.
Yeah, okay, so at this point y'all were on okay terms, so you went with her.
Not at first. I went through by myself until I got it kind
Now,
of straight
so
out.
I be up there 2 or 3 times, I don't know anything about, but I knew I went with her.
Okay.
One time toward the end.
Okay.
So anyway, I went back up there because I was so ashamed.
How much time is left at this point?
2 weeks I had kept saying it wasn't me. So then they started, Zeta called. She went up there, she went to whoever
I'm
and
saying,
told
when you
her.
went up there to court, how much time
Oh.
is left?
I had to go right on because they won't come get my ass.
Okay.
So I went on and went back up there, and so I went to court. And when I went to court, Rhonda, I was looking just like Charlotte looked when she finna go to work. That's how people never know what's going on in here. And cause when you see me, you have no clue with that one. You have no clue. I cried every night in secret. And then I would try to press it back. Because when I would see stuff on TV, it was just like, I couldn't look at Lifetime. It was just, like mentally, I had to push it back because I thought it was a secret because I got pregnant right back. When he was getting on me about you, and then I felt bad about you, and I lied to everybody that I wasn't pregnant with you. So naturally, if I came up with another one, I was going to look even more stupid. Nobody wants to look stupid. But I didn't know nothing about mental illness or what. I didn't go to a therapist to find out what makes a person just be.
So we go back to, you were in court. You said you go down to court. You said 2 weeks of lapse. What happened in court?
When I went to court, I had to acknowledge that I was Charlotte Williams, that I was a person. Because Zella with me. Zella took me because it was in Springfield, Illinois, which is Raceway Drive. And so Zella went with me. And when I went into court, she didn't go in with me. And I went into court dressed just like you couldn't tell. Nothing was wrong with me. And the judge said, Miss Williams, he said, I'm going to make arrangements for you to see your child. And he said, and you come back to court. I had to come see you at where they brought you to was this place, and I would be in the room. At one point, he did come for that. I can't remember how far back, but they would have you already in the room, and then when I went in that room, you were already there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I could visit you, because I was trying to get you back. That's what I told the judge. I asked him, can I have my baby back? And he told, I had to go through whatever little counseling and go back to court a few times. And so when I would go see you, and you were quiet, just like Rico, like you were sad. You know what I'm saying? You weren't kicking and cooing, just like he never kicked and cooed. And so when I looked at you, and I felt so bad, because it was like, at that time, it was like, what have you done? That's effed up. Yeah. And the things that I could call myself like stupid, crazy, ignorant, just plumb right down dumb. How can anybody be that dumb? And if you've never just been that dumb and stupid and ignorant, and you think you can get away with something, you'll understand what I'm saying. Most people won't call themselves that, procrastinating, trickster, low down, selfish, didn't care about the next person's feelings. And I never thought about how it would affect, because babies are affected from being young in bondage, and I know that because I didn't bond with my mom. My grandmama got me when I was 3 months old. My grandmama got me when I was 3 months old, Rhonda. So our family was like this. They didn't care about who it was, but if they felt like, a person needed help, if the person didn't, my family was like this. They were old fashioned, so they didn't know the intelligent things to say, like, this girl is, like, something is wrong with her. Nobody in our family knew about that. So after I came and got you, and I had to go back, I came up there to visit, and they would let me see you, and I stayed a few days when I would go, because I could see you twice a week. And then when I didn't go, I had signed a paper that said Zella could go. And Zella was begging me, please let me have the baby. It wasn't about giving you away or somebody having you. It was about being scared to have another child, because I actually wanted, I really think I was in love by myself, because to him, children was like
bondage.
Children to him was like an ugly thing to do. And where I came from, it wasn't like, it like made me feel like because I was pregnant, even though he said, Charlotte, I don't want no more kids by you, because because I ain't even sure if I want to be with you. So, you know, you want somebody to be, want somebody to love you. And I went on with it. So, Rhonda, I went up there a second time to visit you. And I had to go to court that time. Now,
What are they trying to do with these visits? They trying to prove that you're fit, or they
that
trying to see?
I was going, I didn't have an attorney or nothing.
Okay.
I was going before the court looking like somebody business with some sense, and the judge just like, this woman ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? How people can, you know, just say, well, this woman is intelligent. They didn't see the desperate woman that ran off walking down the railroad tracks for hours trying to get home. So what he did was he said, I'm coming. He said, Randy, the third time, Randy went with me. And he saw you. And
So now y'all are in good terms. Well, not good terms. Y'all are talking. Y'all are living together. You're trying to work together.
He just kept it in my face. You know how it'd be like, you just thought it'd be, you know, like I was just the worst thing on the earth. He kept that before me. He never said, Charlotte, you know what? We can get through this. So for me, I just kept it right on with, I couldn't share my feelings with him because he had already said, didn't I tell you this your fault because I told you I ain't want no more kids. And then the sister and them, shame myself. Like, they in the hospital, they were really down on me. But I didn't care about that time because I was like, my grandma had said, you know, like them. So when you came home, when they told me I could have you, the judge said, I'm gonna set up for you to see a counselor. He said, and I'm gonna set it up. He said, I'm gonna set up for you to see counseling. And he said, and I'm gonna set it up where the Department of Human Services is gonna be coming to your home to do a well home check. So when the lady came, when they were young, and you know how a child be jumping off, and then they were playing with each other. So the mom was like, these children are happy. You know, like, this woman ain't crazy. These children are happy. You know, she didn't see no sign. They were just like regular kids. So she came. She's supposed to been coming a long time. I can't remember, but she told me. She said, Miss Williams, she said, these children are happy. Ain't nothing wrong with your home. You know, the house was clean. It was like a regular family. It was like I just kicked right back into, you know, this a regular family. When I had been so effed up, proud, you know, from having you. So the counselor that they sent me to, his name was Willie Henry. And I went to him, and he counseled with me. So he said, he asked me the same thing. Well, Miss Williams, tell me what happened. And I said, my husband said he didn't want no children by me, or he said he won't leave me. And he told me, he said, next time you come, bring your husband. I probably saw him twice. He said, next time you come, bring your husband with you. I need to talk to your husband. So he told me, he said, we went in there, then he said, I need to talk to your husband alone. So I left out the room.
I would love to know what he said to him.
He told Randy, why would you blame, you a man.
You were there, or he was telling you this after the fact?
After he talked to Randy, then both of us came in.
Oh, okay.
And he said to Randy in front of me, he said, you a man. He said, if you don't want, this your wife. If you don't want no more children, why ain't you put a raincoat on? This is not her fault. Why would you want to blame all this on your wife and you a man and you could have did something about it? And how you gonna tell me you ain't know your wife was pregnant and you live? You know, it's pretty much Randy just like you standing here, and I ain't did nothing. And she didn't, so the man was like,
They probably try to blame him for everything.
the man was like, when I told him, I said, my husband didn't want no more children, I got scared and I went, because he knew from the court. And he told Randy, he said, why would you make this your wife? This is your wife. Why would you make your wife feel that way? And what is it that you did to your wife? You know what I'm saying? And it was really just mental abuse. I came from a house with mental abuse. That didn't feel good. It makes you scared. And it was just scary to me. So he told Randy, he said, it's not her fault and you can't blame everything on her. He said, because it was like that and she kept getting pregnant, you should have put a raincoat on. And so Randy wouldn't go back to him with me, but I would, cause you know social. That's what the judge ordered. So when we came and got you, she told the people there wasn't nothing wrong with me, and my children and my home was intact, and I could have my baby. And I came up there and I got you. And if I'm not mistaken, me and Randy, we both came and got you. Brought you home. We brought you home, and I got my first job. I did hair always, and I got a real job when I came home. And I got a job. I don't know. I can't remember how old you were. I went and got you when you was 6 months. I believe you was 6 months when I got you back, and they had named you Sarah, baby girl Sarah. So when I went back, me and Randy came and got you, I wanted a job, and cause I had been at home.
The hospital at yourself?
The Catholic organization.
I was always told that I was in a foster care with a white family.
This what happened when I went to court, and they decided that you were not gonna be in foster care. You know how you have families that put a child in transition before they even, like I was going to court for you.
That's
So
foster
they,
care, right?
well, I foster you. No, you were
Adoption and foster care is just a word
Okay.
for people
What-
whose kids are placed
okay.
temporarily.
Well,
The place, and Rhonda so happened, and I don't know, I didn't know the foster care. I just knew that they
So
had
while
you
you was in
until
court
I
trying to
got
get
you
your
back.
child back, she was kind of placed in a temporary home.
Right, cause
Okay.
I've been seeing the judge.
I wasn't in a nunnery anymore. I was with a white family, correct?
And I found that out because that's why when I would come see you, I would be in the room and then they bring you in. I thought it was the nuns. I thought it wasn't the family.
Okay.
It was the nuns that would bring, that I could see you through. So Randy did come with me one time to see you while you were still
Was that
in.
daddy's first time seeing her?
Mm-hmm.
That one time?
It was his first time seeing her. And so I came on back home because I couldn't stay there, while they was going through. I had to come back on a certain whenever they told me to because I had in Rico. And they weren't in school. So I got a job. When I got you back, I got a job. And when I got a job, I was supposed to work 4 days a week, off 3, and 10 hours a day. So I did that. My friend Josie she was the manager there. So she just got me on. So I worked from 7 to 7. And you had, remember you were 6 months old when I got you back. So you had asthma at that time kept a cold real bad. So little mama she was babysitting you. And I would go pick you up at 7 when I got off work every day. And so then it got to the point where she said, you know how they are, this baby staying full of cold. Baby, please leave this girl over here and just pick up on your off days. That's how that started. And when I would come and get you, she would say, oh Lord, she gotta go, and she would tell me stuff like, Jesse didn't sleep, how little mama is. So when I would let you spend the night over there. So when you young and a party going on, or you going to the club, you ain't gotta worry about nobody. I ain't never had to worry about a babysitter.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Somebody always loved y'all in a special way. And it wasn't mom and dad, but I ain't never had no problem with a babysitter. So little mama would tell me, leave this girl over here to your off days. She's sick, you did stay sick a lot, like him. And so she would say, and then when it got to the days when I pick you up, and she would say, I'll let her spend the night. She got a cold. So Randy told me, he said, Charlotte, after a while, he said, your auntie trying to take my daughter. She trying to take my daughter. Your family trying to take my daughter, because you was the first daughter. And I said, no, they not. I said, my family ain't trying to take Rhonda. And he said, yes, they are. So Randy would try to go over there and get you himself.
Sure.
He would say, that's my daughter, and I'm going over there and pick her up. And then I said, I knew they wasn't going to give it to her because he a man. you know, my family,
Oh,
we're
you go
old
over there with
fashioned.
Big Dad trying to get me?
He would just go by there.
Everybody shot you,
I told him,
Real.
he would say, your family trying to keep my daughter, and I'm going and get her. She been over there
What would
such
they
and such
say?
a day.
Give me an example. What would they say? Because I didn't know that.
You ain't taking that child out of here.
Simple as that.
You ain't taking that girl out of here.
She already sickly.
You ain't
Then
taking
there
that
I
girl.
go. I said, now what should I do?
And so they wouldn't never let rent. They felt like, you know, like they, you know, it's like they felt like, you know, our family the women kind of strong with us. So they wouldn't let Randy take you unless I came. And so Rhonda,
Do I need to move my car? Do I need to move my car? No.
so y'all, Randy used to try to go to a friend's house and pick Rhonda up sometimes. Till he realized they weren't gonna let him take him.
Yeah.
So one time he went by there and he took you, it was Rico's birthday. And he went by there and got you. The weather was real bad. The weather was real bad. She ain't like it. And it was so funny because, you know, old people can be, you know how our family is. Good, please don't, please. And then me and Randy was, you know, when you younger, you partying. That means you ain't got to worry about no babysitter on a Friday night or a Wednesday night. So it came, you know, like that. Like, oh, I got a babysitter because we was going out by that time. We partying. When you that young, well, for me, you don't think about. I didn't think I was a bad mama. That never came to mind. I should have been the kind of woman that said, but I wasn't. I should have been the kind of woman that said, my baby be over there 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I should, you know, I need to go. Even though she might say, big JC, well, da-da. It didn't take a whole lot to convince me to say. And when I would go get you, you know, he tried to potty train you and did. And he potty trained both of them, and because I couldn't take this, you know, I couldn't take nobody getting a spanking for potty train. I would cry myself out. Yeah, he always said the bottle. He took the bottles at one, no more bottles, and he's, you know, potty trained. I wasn't good at potty train because I would cry. So little mama said, little mama would say, it just kind of went because of negligence, because of me, instead of saying, I ain't going out this weekend. I got to see my daughter. Little mama been in Keppel Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I need my own child. We was hanging out. We were kicking it. Everybody we knew, sold, dope, everybody. All the little clique. You know,